Fightful Pro Wrestling, JD from New York, Good My Work Commentaries, the Wrestling Inc., the Post Wrestling. I got more on the way. Hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna do my WWE NXT No Mercy. The pay-per-view just went off 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna go through all the matches. It was a 6-match card. And man, this was a pretty good show. A very decent show. Wait, what? The video private. Damn it. NXT No Mercy. You guys know Trick Williams won the North American Champion, beat Dominic Mysterio. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, that was the opening match. The match wasn't all that special. I thought the brawl was great. I love the entrances with both guys. Braun Breaker is legit. Baron Corbin has been booked pretty well in NXT. Trick Williams won the North American Champion. Congratulations to Trick Williams. He beat Dominic. Best match was Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes. Ilya Dragunov is now the NXT champion. Ilya Dragunov is the future. I don't care what no one says. He should be on the one that goes on Monday Night Raw. We also have a few good matches with we have Butch and Nia Dawn. Joe Gacy ends his alliance with Ava Raine. Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton were the main event of this show. Becky Lynch did retain. We didn't see Jade Cargill. Hold on.
And last two matches on any show, these two matches tonight will rival anything all year. And you heard it from me. Not bullshitting you, not saying it because all the cool kids on social media are saying it. I give the props and I give the flowers when they are deserved and when they are earned. From a podcaster's seat to the performer on the show, I will give it to you always like it is. If you don't like that approach, go watch somebody. Know a lot of people that are in my boat, man. Know a lot of people that are in my boat. Fucking captain, man. I'm fucking rowing everybody to shore. Everybody that I know does not watch NXT. I tell you right now, man, go and watch the last two matches. Go and watch the last two matches on this show.
Yeah.
The only takeaway from this show, the only negative I could say about this NXT show tonight is still the commentary. Someone just said it, and it just kind of clicked in my fucking head. Vic Joseph is terrible. I'm sorry. Booker T is terrible, and Vic Joseph is terrible. I can't. I mean, if they had somebody that actually had the voice to be the right backing track to what's going on in the ring, I mean, this would be a drastically different show. But somebody said it in the chat. Vic Joseph is terrible. Commentary team is probably the weakest part of the entire show. With that said, I don't want to harp on the negative, and I don't want to get on Vic Joseph's case. We all know he's not very good at his job. This show was great tonight. And I put a poll up on social media, and I said, which show do you guys want me to review tonight? AEW Collision or NXT?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Because, there's always the scare of potential releases, people losing jobs.
My man, I didn't mean to do that.
The right decision. Now, granted, I don't know what happened on AEW Collision. I'll go back and watch if I need to catch up on anything before tomorrow's pay-per-view. But at the end of the day, I'm not talking about AEW. This is not an AEW podcast. We're not reviewing Collision. This is NXT. Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov.
Best match of tonight.
I want to start off with these two men right here.
Yeah.
Carmelo There was something about Carmelo when he first hit the scene. I remember.
See what Pfeiffer had to say.
I just wasn't paying like that close of attention with Dominic. Like he's just so slow moving, and I knew what this match was gonna be. The double ref bump is egregious. Very happy about the outcome. Both.
It's fine, and he's like, no. This tree, nope.
I knew the guy originally, one of the guys who ran it, like started it, and I Skyped him because I still had his Skype information, and I Skyped him. And I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Hey, let me tell you about."
It was just Carmelo, just cool. Don't charisma. I didn't really like it from the get-go when he started to develop the relationship with Rick Williams. I mean, I thought it's just not my cup of tea. That's all I'll say. It's not my cup of tea, but I always respected the talent that was there. The way you see him in day one to the way you see him now, man, how good of a performer is he now? 2 years later. 3 years later. He's fucking great.
Yeah, I could tell because like you weren't typing as much anymore. I'm like, I think he fell for some. Because you weren't typing as much as you used to.
Alright, there's nothing over there.
And roster doesn't really find success.
I actually want to see the highlight of NXT. It's not showing all the highlights. It is the right one. See? Oh, it's showing NXT. Alright, so these are the highlights to NXT. As I said earlier, the opener with Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. I did love the entrances. I love the outside brawl. The match wasn't anything special, but it was a pretty good match. And a very good match between these two. We did see some interference here. Corbin hit the end days. The second match with Dominic and Trick Williams. Oh wait, hold on. Dragon Lee with the referee. So, oh my bad. So the second match was Dominic and Trick Williams. Dragon Lee with the referee. How do you win match again?
Waves off the official, says he. You talk about Miami,
That was a great moment. So it didn't show the other two matches. Alright, now let's go back to JD from England.
NXT as the champion, but stuck on NXT. It's almost as if everybody's got to go through the levels. Billy Dragunov past fucking levels NXT provide on day fucking one. The only thing he needed was to develop his character. We got that down. Don't know what else the man needs to do. Everybody wants to hype up how Gunther is. Gunther is probably one of the best pro wrestlers in the world. If you wanted to tell me Ilya Dragunov was the best wrestler in the world, I would not even bat a fucking eyelash. If you want to tell me Gunther is the best pro wrestler right now in the world, I won't bat a fucking eyelash. I'm not going to argue your take on that. You want to know why? Because Gunther is stuff of legends right now. The reign he's on, I don't know the next time we'll see a reign like Gunther. I don't. It's fucking amazing. But Ilya Dragunov, what Ilya Dragunov does on NXT is very similar to what Gunther does on the main roster, man. What Gunther is to the main roster, Ilya Dragunov is to NXT. They're molded from the same fucking granite. They're cut from the same cloth. They're sitting at the same table. They're two peas in a pod. It's unbelievable. Can you imagine when these two eventually cross paths? The future's fucking bright, man. Future's fucking bright. Ilya Dragunov, the style he works, man, he is as legit as they come. You know, another guy that I didn't really have high hopes for because of the previous administration. He's Russian. He's got that foreign look and that foreign feel to him. We all know what Vince and Bruce do to foreign talent. They don't really give a shit. They don't give them an opportunity to get to the next level. Not in this administration, though. Not in the Triple H administration. As long as Triple H is there, there's no fucking ceiling on Ilya Dragunov. None. Nor should there be. Ilya Dragunov is starting to bring that legitimacy to WWE that is sorely missed. Like Gunther brings it to the main roster, man. There's only a handful of talent that bring that legitimacy to the main roster. Gunther is one of them. Brock Lesnar is another. Drew McIntyre is another. Sheamus is another. There's only a handful of guys that make a pro wrestling match feel like it's fucking a death match. It's life with death. Dragunov treats this shit like he's going in there and he's in the fucking Roman Coliseum and he's fighting for his fucking life in there. That's why we love what he does so much. The guy has no fucking care in the world for his opponent. He does in the pro wrestling sense, but the way he comes off his presentation, his whole it factor. He doesn't give a shit about beating the shit out of his opponent, and he doesn't give a shit about putting his own body on the line. He does whatever it takes to win the fucking match. Carmelo Hayes stood toe-to-toe with him. His chest was beat red. They went over 20 minutes. And Carmelo Hayes proved how versatile he really is, man. You want him to high fly, you want him to do all the flashy shit, he's gonna do it. You want him to fucking fight, he came to fucking fight tonight. And Ilya Dragunov brought that shit out of him. Where we go from here, I don't know. Ilya Dragunov is the new NXT champion. I doubt there will be a rematch because Carmelo Hayes lost clean. Carmelo Hayes, at the end of the show, this was very weird at the end of the show, man. They gave you the trademark logo in the bottom left of the screen. Normally, when you see that, you think the show is over, man. Triple H made it a thing when Tommaso Ciampa was there on NXT. And the logo would show up, and then Ciampa would come out, and he would fucking attack Johnny Gargano, and the show you think is over, and then all of a sudden we get a fucking epic beatdown on Johnny Gargano to close the goddamn takeover, man. It was the stuff of legends. I miss it. I miss it so much. Tonight we got that, but it wasn't a beatdown. It was Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Now, Trick Williams earlier in the night, he beat Dominic Mysterio for the North American Championship. The interaction between Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams was, I don't know what it was. It's either one of two things. It's either A, the obvious. Some people said he eyed the North American Championship. I don't know why Carmelo Hayes would be the world champion only to lose and then go eye a title that is on his best friend. Why would you lose the NXT World Championship and then go eye a title that is beneath the World Championship? I mean, it doesn't really make sense as far as Carmelo Hayes is concerned. Is there going to be some sort of jealousy from Carmelo Hayes that Trick Williams is a champion and he is not? Are they on a collision course to wrestle each other after they said they'd be boys for life and do this and ride together? Not sure if I'm interested in that. Not sure if I'm interested in a jealousy angle and a heel turn here by Carmelo Hayes. I don't really care to see that. Carmelo Hayes was the world champion. Carmelo Hayes lost the world championship. Carmelo Hayes is well past graduation stage on NXT, and Carmelo Hayes should be doing something more important than getting involved in Trick Williams' business, when Trick Williams should be involved in his own business, growing his own brand and his own character on the show. Why do we need to continue to ride the coattails of Carmelo Hayes? Some people saw that as the possibility with that ending of the show tonight. Now, what I hope it is I hope Carmelo Hayes embraced Trick Williams. He told him he loved him, that we're still in this together. Trick Williams told Carmelo, don't worry about it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You should be fucking proud of what you did in there. You are still him, no matter what. That means to me, from what I thought I saw, was them embracing because it was Carmelo Hayes' final farewell on NXT. He passed the torch to Ilya Dragunov. Why would you stay on NXT to go do your best friend dirty after dropping the title to Ilya Dragunov and pass the torch to Dragunov? Why would you do that? Carmelo Hayes is primed and ready for the main roster. Carmelo Hayes is primed and ready to join Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford, and Angelo Dawkins in the new Hurt Business. That's where he should be. He should not be meddling in this North American Championship nonsense. He should not be doing anything with the North American Championship or the NXT Championship. He is finished. He's finished. Let's move him up. Let's move him up right now. I get we may be in the mood for long-term booking because they joined NXT together, and now they may build something where it's not big enough for both of them. I get it. I get it. But Carmelo Hayes has been doing this for way too long, and he's at a level right now where he reached his max. WWE is intentionally keeping a ceiling over Carmelo Hayes, and they're not allowing him to break through. They need to go out there and just send him on his way. He doesn't need to be on Tuesday nights anymore. Excellent match, I would say. Probably, if you want to talk NXT at least, I'd say it's the best NXT premium live event match for the men. As far as the NXT Championship is concerned, best NXT Championship match that they've done all year. They blew their Great American Bash match out of the water. Tiffany Stratton. She went one-on-one with Becky Lynch tonight. I don't understand. I don't really understand why WWE is using main roster talent. I know why, but I don't know why. WWE is using main roster talent on NXT. Now, we all know why, because they're in the midst of a TV rights negotiation process, and they're trying to boost the ratings, and they're trying to show the networks that NXT is a draw. Simple. It's a money play, and it's all being done for financial gain. As a fan, I don't get it. I don't. As a fan, all I care about is if the show makes sense, if it's logical, and it's good. And creative is there on a consistent basis every week. There's a reason why I've been against this version of NXT for a very long time. There's a reason why I've been against everything that they've done on Tuesday night, bringing main roster talent down. Dolph Ziggler, AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali, Baron Corbin, Dana Brooke. Oh, man, Dana Brooke, man. Hey, listen, man, you tried. You tried with Dana Brooke, man. I give you credit,
Yeah.
man. It was a solid effort. A solid effort.
Yeah.
I wish her best in her future endeavors. Impact is going to be so happy to see Dana Brooke walk through the doors.
We'll give it from my damn book.
So on and so forth. Becky Lynch was the latest name to join the NXT roster. My opinion still stands. Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton on NXT TV. What was this, a month ago? Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton on NXT TV. It really didn't do Tiffany Stratton any good at all. All you had in my comment section on Twitter was geeks and fucking keyboard analysts chiming in. Oh, well, Tiffany was put over but pretty well by Becky Lynch. She became more of a superstar because she shared the ring with Becky Lynch. JD doesn't know anything, man. That's all I had to hear. That's all I had to hear. For days and days following that tweet. My opinion still stands on that. I didn't really think that match did anything for Tiffany Stratton. She lost. She lost, and she lost the NXT Women's Championship. Becky Lynch is the NXT Women's Champion. Why is Becky Lynch the NXT Women's Champion? Money. Money.
Yeah.
WWE sees the quarter ratings when Becky Lynch is on the show, reaching over 1 million viewers for NXT. NXT hasn't reached 1 million viewers since the days of Black and Gold on the old WWE network. They're in the rights negotiations process with NBC Universal and other suitors. This is what they're going to actively sell, all these suits and ties.
Yeah.
That's why Becky Lynch is the women's champion.
Yeah.
Did they put the belt on Becky Lynch to make the division better? No, they did not.
Yeah.
Did they put the belt on Becky Lynch so that she can aid in everybody else in that locker room getting some spotlight and some rub? No, they did not. Stop telling me that they did. They did it for two reasons. To build Becky Lynch's resume and to get a TV rights deal and make the brand look good with ratings because of financial reasons. Great. Great. It's one of the reasons why I don't really sit here and boast about NXT like the cool kids do on social media nowadays. I don't watch weekly.
Yeah.
I'll catch up when I catch up. I follow, but I don't watch like I used to. They ruined me as a fan, and they are probably never going to get me back the way that I was. You took my trust and you threw it in the garbage. That's what they did. Vince McMahon did not ever mention NXT on Monday night and Friday night. He did not ever send talent down to Tuesday or Wednesday. He did not send them down to the Performance Center because he did not want his talent meddling in the Triple H process. Now, all of a sudden, it's a normal thing. Now, you could take that and shove it up your fucking asshole. It wasn't cool then to do it. It wasn't right to do it then. Now, all of a sudden, it's cool. Now it's accepted. Why? Couldn't do it then, huh? Couldn't do it when they needed to do it then? Not like Triple H needed it then. I mean, he had a fucking stacked roster as it is. They were putting on the best shows on the planet. Now I just look at it as, yep, money, yep, ratings, yep, finances, yep, desperate. So pardon me for not really embracing the main roster talent going down and owning developmental titles. Sorry. Tiffany Stratton was not made in that first match with Becky Lynch. What the two ladies did tonight was probably one of the best women's matches that you'll see all year. Now, I know I poke fun at Becky Lynch. I know I do the whole fucking, Schmiegel thing on the podcast, and I like to crack jokes, and I like to fucking be funny and humorous, and I like to make you guys pop. That's great. Won't be doing that here tonight because she didn't cut a promo, and she didn't give us some fucking weird, bizarre, unfunny sense of humor. She came out there, she fought, she bled, and she delivered one hell of a fucking main event. Becky Lynch is very good at what she does. If you got a problem with Tiffany Stratton, I'm going to need you to fucking curb your enthusiasm. She's not there yet. Tiffany Stratton is the future of WWE's women's wrestling. Tiffany Stratton is 24 years old. Tiffany Stratton has been trained by Ken Anderson, Greg Gagne, and Sarah Amato. Tiffany Stratton's 24 years old, and she's already this good. Who else on that roster is this good? That's come out of that performance center. Do you want to know why I'm so high on Tiffany Stratton? Can't wait for all the fucking geeks online to tell me and claim that JD hates women's wrestling. JD's a sexist. JD doesn't put over women when they're spotlighted. Do you want to know why I adore Tiffany Stratton? Said this weeks when I was actually watching, 4 weeks when I was watching NXT Weekly. Do you want to know why I adore Tiffany Stratton? Because she's been doing this for 3 years. 3 years. 2 on television and then 1 in the Performance Center. 3 fucking years Tiffany Stratton's been doing this. But why do I love Tiffany Stratton so much, but I always give Charlotte Flair a fucking problem? And I always have negative things to say about this one and that one and this one and that one. You want to know why? When I look at somebody like Charlotte Flair, I look at somebody that's been handed basically everything because of her family name, because of who her father is. Every time you look at Charlotte Flair, it's like, oh my God, she makes another return and championship match basically by taking a 6-month vacation. The only individual in the business who can go away for 6 months, photograph herself with her husband petting dolphins, show up the next week and ask for a title match and get it. She's got what she has known as the Charlotte in the Bank contract. Cashes in whenever she wants. It's an imaginary Charlotte title match. How many reigns does she have now? 15? 15 or so reigns? Great. Charlotte Flair's been handed everything. Everything. I'm not saying that she's not a good worker. Nah. Charlotte Flair's put on bangers. She has. The match with Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania was one of the best women's matches of all time. Those are words that came out of my mouth. But when you compare the two, and I'm not mentioning just Charlotte, I'm mentioning everyone that's kind of cut from that same cloth. Tiffany Stratton has done this for 2 years on television, another year in the Performance Center. She's been doing this with absolutely no prior wrestling experience whatsoever. Tiffany Stratton has worked at this without being a pro wrestler before she came to the WWE. She was a fucking gymnast. Look at how good she is. She wasn't given anything.
Alright. I can wait. Probably should go back and watch it. Sorry, my bad.
Is and what her fucking family name is and who her father is. She walked into this knowing nothing, trained like a fucking animal, got to television, developed a character, is beautiful, and goes out there and fucking kills it every single fucking time. Without one single fucking thing that is similar to what a Charlotte Flair does. She's got nothing but what she brought to the table.
The ends they were great.
Stick to the rivers and
Correct Lee.
yes, knowledge responsibility.
Dragunov, too. These are all the guys they beat. Well, all the guys that come out here beat. He's had great entrance. And he won. I will show you guys the ending after Carmelo Hayes and Dragunov. They shook hands. They show great sportsmanship. That right there showed you that Ilya Dragunov is the GOAT. That guy is the future. He should be on the one like Gunther.
Here tonight transitions to the main roster, and I hope that we get the same Tiffany Stratton that we're getting now on the main roster, and she continues to build and build and build and better herself at what she does. Because at 24 years old, if she's this good right now and she is this fucking high on the totem pole, doing what she's doing now, Tiffany Stratton may end up being one of the best in-ring female performers that the company.
Actually, there's not much here.
Oh. The only time I was really disappointed with Tiffany Stratton was the match that she had with Thea Hale on pay-per-view. That was a submission match. I didn't really like that match at all. I thought that actually injured both women.
Yeah, me neither.
But this is breakout level performance to the next level. The first match did not make Tiffany Stratton a star. She was already kind of on her way there on her own. This match made Tiffany Stratton a star. This match, I would absolutely go out of my way and say, even in a losing effort, Tiffany Stratton looked like a fucking champion. Tiffany Stratton looked like a star. Tiffany Stratton looked like a winner, even in defeat. On this night with Becky Lynch. Now, if they wanted Tiffany Stratton to be an even bigger star, they should have had her beat Becky Lynch on night one. They could have did the same story going into the second match, and they should have had Tiffany Stratton beat Becky Lynch not once but twice. Becky Lynch could have taken a loss. Becky Lynch would have lost no stock, no value losing to Tiffany Stratton. It would only make Becky Lynch and her character kind of a little bit more interesting, man, hungrier, wanting to get back to the top of the mountain. I'd love to see Becky Lynch in a real adult-like fucking serious, falling into pits of despair type of angle. The last time they did that, they turned her into a fucking comic book character, a cartoon. But if they wanted Tiffany Stratton to be even bigger than she is now, they should have had her beat Becky Lynch the first night. And then again tonight. They didn't do that. They're sticking with Becky Lynch because of money. And because of finances. And because they want a bigger TV rights deal. And because of ratings. So what does that mean for Tiffany Stratton? Looks to me like Tiffany Stratton's ready for the main roster. Don't know what the fuck you do with Tiffany Stratton on NXT. What is she gonna do on NXT after she wrestled the fucking top of the fucking WWE women's division and lost twice? Becky Lynch is there to stay. I don't know what they do with Becky Lynch from this point on, but having Tiffany Stratton on NXT to lose to Becky Lynch and give a fucking classic performance tonight, only to move down the ladder and wrestle Chasey Jane or some fucking nobody. Are we really using Tiffany Stratton to the best of her ability? Let's move her to either Monday or Friday night, and let's get that women's division to where it needs to be, because if Tiffany Stratton joins one of those brands, instantly does the brand get better.
Mm.
I don't know what you would do with her on NXT. I don't. Becky Lynch has proved to be a valuable asset this year more than any other time in the last 3 years in WWE. She's gone from big time Bex to the man to whatever fucking heel turn she did, which was one of the worst, awful fucking characters that I've ever seen anyone portray ever. Her feud with Trish Stratus was the drizzling shits. The worst feud of the year. The steel cage match at the last pay-per-view delivered big time. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best women's matches all year in WWE. She topped herself with Tiffany Stratton tonight. Becky Lynch knows how to work at a high level. She is very good at what she does. Everything she does is not good, but when she's on, it's great. Against Trish, she was on. They had motivation going into that match because they left them all for SummerSlam. She had motivation going into this match with Tiffany Stratton because, I mean, how could she not? It's NXT, you're in front of a hot crowd, and you're wrestling one of the hottest female performers in the world. They both killed it. Becky Lynch is the champion. She now wrestles Tegan Nox on Monday Night Raw for the NXT Women's Championship, or defends the NXT Women's Championship against Tegan Nox. And it makes me wonder what they are doing with Jade Cargill. Because that's the next step. Now, I understand that Jade Cargill got the red carpet treatment. She got the ESPN treatment. She got the Sports Illustrated treatment. She got the WWE.com treatment. She got WWE social media treatment. They even mentioned her on fucking SmackDown. The views that she did already for WWE on social media are some of the most that the WWE did all year. But there was one very apparent situation that happened on NXT tonight. They announced the women's breakout tournament. Jade Cargill was not one of the women in that tournament. She's not one of the 8. Now, with the red carpet treatment and
NXT Women's Breakout Tournament begins this Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that.
WWE needs to send Jade Cargill to NXT. That's what they need to do. If Becky Lynch, because the only other woman right now who's at this level is Rhea Ripley. That's it. Unless they're going to do Jade versus Rhea Ripley. I mean, I don't know why they do that, but what I would do if I'm WWE is send Jade Cargill to the Performance Center and you have her take the title from Becky Lynch on NXT. You want to get her to where she needs to be, you put her in the ring with the best. Obviously, after she gets some reps, obviously, after she gets some matches under her belt and earns a title shot. Jade versus Becky is probably what's best for business for Jade Cargill right away on NXT. And who's to say it needs to be on NXT? WWE's been very lenient with NXT titles being defended on Raw or on SmackDown. We could see this match take place on WWE PLEs. We could see this match take place on Raw or SmackDown. Who gives a shit? But that's what she needs to do. If WWE's going with Rhea and Charlotte, right now, what is being shaped up for WrestleMania is probably Becky versus Rhea and Charlotte versus Bianca. Those are the 2 major WrestleMania women's matches this year. I don't know why they would change that course. That just seems to be like what they're doing. Jade Cargill obviously will be on TV at that point. She will be used in a major role going into WrestleMania. What they should do with her is put her on NXT, especially if they want money and they want this to be a financial reason. Ratings, TV rights deals. Jade's going to bring that. The interest in Jade is already there. Jade beating Becky for the championship is going to get WWE what it needs. And it's going to get Jade Cargill what she needs. I'm surprised they didn't debut her tonight with how hot the product's been. But I guess they have other plans for Jade Cargill. But Jade Cargill aside, Becky put on Another match of the year candidate for the women. Tiffany Stratton is fucking absolutely fantastic at 24 years old. I cannot speak more highly of Tiffany Stratton. So fucking good. So good. These two matches tonight really kind of set the tone for what NXT is truly capable of, man. Two of the best matches that you'll probably see all year. Back to back. We're going to go over the rest of the show tonight. I really wanted to go deep into what I thought about these two particular matches right at the top here. I know I took up about an hour of everybody's time. We're going to get into the actual show. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight on the NXT No Mercy post show. We're going to talk about the Braun Breaker Baron Corbin match. We're going to talk about the Heritage Cup match. That was probably the only downside to the show tonight. Not a big fan of the Heritage Cup thing, but it's a UK style thing, man. What do you expect? I'm not really into that type of deal, but we'll talk about what happened there. But I want to thank you guys for joining me, man. Please hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Hit that thumbs up. We got 2,000 in here for an NXT post show, man. I'd love if we can get to 1,000 likes. Make sure you guys get those super chats in. We'll hang out at the end of the show. Go check out all the other content on the channel. Plenty of it. Go check out my second channel, man. JD's got a second channel? Yeah. I linked it down in the description, man. Go check it out, man. Listen. There are things that I do away from pro wrestling that I quite enjoy very much. One of them is collecting Pokemon cards. I've been making Pokemon pack opening content on my second channel. If you guys want to go check that out, I would really appreciate it. Some good stuff, man. If you guys like my brand of humor, my sense of humor, if you like me kind of adding a little dose of pro wrestling into the Pokemon realm, man, go check it out. It's some great shit. It's really fun. We're building sets. We're opening packs. We're producing new content there. We're opening new merchandise. Right now, I'm working on 3 different Pokemon sets. Would love if you go support it, man. Go check it out. Link is down below in the description. And make sure you guys also go check out my sponsor for tonight's show, man. Now laid up and
Nobody. And then
Yeah.
Take him away.
The freezer's not free.
Give everything basic. Quality of the opinion. What we do here is real, man. This is real, legit wrestling talk right here. Appreciate you guys being here. Now, being that I spoke about these two matches, man, I mean, I'll go over some of the highlights of the Carmelo, Dragunov, Stratton, and Becky Lynch match, but I'm not going to spend too much time on them. I really want to get into the actual start of the show here, man. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin opened the show. Now, I don't really sit here a Baron Corbin fan. I'm not a Baron Corbin fan at all. I'm not big on what Baron Corbin has done. I'm not big on what Baron Corbin has become on NXT. I'm not really into Baron Corbin that way. Some of you might like what he's doing. I don't really care what Baron Corbin is doing. Apparently, Braun Breaker has a problem with all these, main roster guys coming down to NXT. Whoever wanted to pick a fight with him because of his attitude, it ended up being Baron Corbin. Apparently, Baron Corbin praised Braun Breaker for beating up Von Wagner. There was a NXT show on September 12th, I believe, where Braun Breaker smashed steel steps across Von Wagner's head that had him carted out and put on a gurney and into an ambulance. Breaker says he did not attack Von Wagner to gain Corbin's approval, and he did not want or need Corbin's respect. Breaker then challenged Corbin to a match at No Mercy, which we saw tonight in the open of the show. So the story is a little lacking. The story is basically Braun Breaker's a tough guy. He will challenge and fight whoever wants to step to him. I mean, it's fucking third grade shit, but Braun Breaker's heel character is fucking top notch, man. I love Braun Breaker's character. I think Braun Breaker and what he does, man, the ferocity of Braun Breaker, the intensity of Braun Breaker is really, really great shit. I can't wait for him to get called up to the main roster. There's nothing more for him to do down there. They're just biding their time. He's more than ready. Dragunov is ready. Carmelo Hayes is ready. Braun Breaker is ready. Stratton is ready. I know they don't want to lose all of their top prospects in one fucking shot, but I mean, you know when someone's ready. You know when you see it. So that's what opened the show tonight. Now, I thought this was a fun match. It wasn't a great match by any stretch of the imagination. Baron Corbin match. The best Baron Corbin match that I seen was King of the Ring several years ago, where he wrestled Chad Gable in the finals of the King of the Ring, and he became King of the Ring and became King Corbin. That was basically the top of what Baron Corbin was capable of. Excellent shit. I mean, he's in there with Chad Gable. I mean, how do you not have a great match with Chad Gable? But this match was all right. It started off very physical. It started off intense. Crowd was big time into it. Breaker wiped out Corbin with a flip dive. They brawled into the crowd. Corbin managed to fight back. They fought around ringside. Corbin missed a splash on the announce table. Breaker shoved him into the ring, and the match finally began. The crowd was very hot for this. And the slam on the table actually knocked out the audio connection for the announcers for about a good 90 seconds to 2 minutes. It was actually some of the best part of the entire night, because I would much rather watch this show without Vic Joseph and Booker T. Corbin shoved Breaker off the ropes. Breaker came right back with a Frankenstein. It looked a little sloppy with the Frankenstein off the top rope. Followed with a press slam for a 2 count. Corbin hit a Death Valley driver and a deep 12. A deep 12. He added an extra revolution to the deep 6. Breaker tried charging at Corbin outside the ring, but Corbin slammed him through the announce table. This time it broke. However, Breaker sat up like the Undertaker and then speared Baron Corbin. Corbin, he got nailed with that spear, man. Braun Breaker has the best spear in all of pro wrestling. Easy. Breaker was ready to put an end to Mr. Baron Corbin, but Robert Stone, who was the manager of Von Wagner. Remember, I just said Braun Breaker put out Von Wagner, so Robert Stone is out there looking to get revenge for what he did to his boy Von Wagner. Stone tried a high cross body, but Breaker caught him, chucked him over the top rope onto some security guards who were there to pretty much dumb down the fight between Breaker and Corbin so that it didn't get out of hand. And they were all taken out like bowling pins because Breaker threw Robert Stone on top of all of them over the top rope. Breaker turned around. Corbin was waiting right for him with a end of days. And that was basically it for Baron Corbin. 1, 2, 3. Crowd cheered Baron Corbin. I know, my cat Bacardi, you're a fan of Baron Corbin, right?
Yeah, Baron
You're a fan of
Corbin got
Baron
cheered.
Corbin. Oh my God. Wow.
He got cheered.
She doesn't like Baron Corbin. She wanted Braun Breaker to win, right? Yeah, I know. Corbin got a win on pay-per-view. You believe it? I don't believe it either. Baron Corbin got the win. Crowd was actually pro-Baron Corbin here, which is very bizarre. The one thing that I didn't really understand was who was the fans' favorite. Braun Breaker is obviously a heel. Has Baron Corbin been presented as a babyface on NXT TV? I don't think so. 2 heels here. But at the end of it, Baron Corbin got the victory. They were pro-Corbin. I did like the entrances of both guys here as well. Baron Corbin came out on his motorcycle. He looked very Knight Rider-ish, or not Knight Rider, Hell Knight, or whatever the fuck. Who was that? Knight Rider? I don't know. He looked very metal, I'll say. Baron Corbin came out wearing this very comical looking. I don't even know, man. You know, it's like Rick Steiner, right? They got the woo, 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 woo. They got that shit going on. He looks more like a wolf. He's got this dog head that he comes out with. Looks like he should be in the fucking forest hunting fucking Bigfoot with the fucking dog camouflage that he's got. I mean, what the fuck is that, man? I mean, Jesus Christ. I guess the visuals of it is what they're going for to give him a different look. But we don't need to disguise Braun Breaker with cheesy masks. Give me a break. Anyway, I thought the match was decent to open the show. Baron Corbin got the victory, and it's probably the biggest victory in many, many, many years. Baron Corbin. Ghost Rider, there you go. Ghost Rider, that's who I was thinking of. Thank you, Beast King in the chat. Ghost Rider, that's who it reminds me of. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not up on my my comic book heroes. Sorry.
Yeah. Ghost Rider. That was a good movie.
Trick Williams. North American Championship match. Dominic defends the North American title against Trick Williams. I was not looking forward to this. I would have much rather preferred Mustafa Ali in this spot. But we didn't get Mustafa Ali. He was fired. Fired from WWE. Last minute, took WWE management on NXT by surprise. They had plans for Ali into 2024, according to the reports, and they had to really rewrite the scripts and plan accordingly now because Ali was taken out and fired because of budget cut reasons, and he's no longer with the WWE. Now, on the last episode of NXT in August, Mustafa Ali and Dragon Lee argued over who should challenge the North American champion, Dominic Mysterio, and a match between Ali and Wesley, where Mysterio was the special guest referee, happened, and the winner of that match would wrestle Mysterio for the title at No Mercy. Now, that was won by Ali. We fast forward to the middle of September. Ali was among the wrestlers that was released from WWE, so their plans went right out the fucking window. So how they came to tonight's match, Shawn Michaels announced that there would be a triple threat match happening on the September 26th episode of NXT between Wesley Axiom and Tyler Bate to determine who would challenge Dominic Mysterio for the title at No Mercy. That same night, Trick Williams inserted himself into the match to make it a fatal four-way match, which Williams won. It was also announced that Dragon Lee would be the special guest referee, which he was tonight. Dragon Lee was the special guest referee of this North American Championship title match. I would have taken Axiom. I would have taken Wesley. Wesley probably made more sense than anybody if it wasn't going to be Mustafa Ali. I would have taken Tyler Bate. I'd like to see him in a more of a priority role on NXT. Tyler Bate's fucking unbelievable. Tyler Bate's fucking great. Another guy that should be on the main roster, really, doing something with the Brawling Brutes or Imperium or Gunther, something. Trick Williams getting added last minute. There's no story there. There was absolutely zero story there. Now, Trick Williams is very over. He's very over on the NXT show. And I know a lot of people are behind Trick Williams. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Like, I get the hype around Trick Williams, but there's just little things here and there that I don't really see as far as others do with Trick Williams. I think Trick Williams is still a little sluggish in the ring. I think Trick Williams cannot carry a match on his own yet. I don't think Trick Williams is ready for being a champion yet. I think Trick Williams is still very green, honestly. So him being inserted last minute into this thing didn't really sit well with me because what has he done to deserve being involved for the North American Championship? Kind of felt like a last minute decision because WWE needed something else to happen. No sense. No sense. Has he gotten better in the ring from 2 years ago? Absolutely. I'm not saying that he hasn't developed, but is he ready for this type of role? No. No, he is not. Now, just like Becky Lynch, Dominic Mysterio gave NXT a ratings boost. Because with Dominic Mysterio, that means Rhea Ripley is also on NXT, and she can operate on Tuesday nights because Dominic and Rhea are a pair. With Dominic and Rhea there, Judgment Day can show up on the show. So WWE was at the liberty of using all 4 members of the Judgment Day on NXT, as well as on Monday and Friday. That's why That's the reason why. The same reason why Becky Lynch is holding the NXT Women's Championship, financial reasons. TV rights reasons. That's the reason why Dominic Mysterio held the North American Championship. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't. Now you know why. Did Dominic make the North American title better? No. He did not. Did he have a good match here and there? Sure. But did he make the title better? No. Wesley was actually doing more for the championship than Dominic was for the championship. The only reason why they put the title on Dominic is because what came with Dominic. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. Dominic himself didn't do anything for the North American Championship. So Dom immediately hit a dropkick as Dragon Lee was putting the title belt away, and he was late making the cover, and Williams kicked out. So they're building tension between Dragon Lee and Dominic Mysterio. Dom wasn't happy. Williams went on offense, so Dom left the ring, grabbed the title, started to leave.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can see something. I was hoping it would show highlight, but I guess not. So we got Trick Williams, Dragon Lee, Becky and Tiffany had a great match. Usually they always show the NXT highlight, but not today. Okay, I guess not.
He got the black eye in the match with Dragon Lee, because I don't remember him going into that match with Dragon Lee with a black eye. Other than that, I don't know what would give him a black eye. Maybe Rhea Ripley was a little too dominant with Dom. Some after hour activities. I don't know. Or maybe Buddy Matthews got a hold of him and punched him out. I don't know. What are you doing with my woman, Dom? Dirty Dom. I'll show you what fucking dirty means, bitch. How do you get the black eye? I'm assuming he got the black eye in the match with Dragon Lee on Monday Night Raw. So, he hit Trouble in Paradise. He goes for cover, gets a 2 count, does triple. Dom accidentally knocked the new referee out. So now Dragon Lee and the new referee are knocked out. Williams, he's out of the ring. He gets knocked out. Dom posted Williams. Back in the ring, he missed the big frog splash. Williams tried for a cover, but no referee. So they go try and wake up Dragon Lee. He's finally waking up here. Dom tried using the belt as a weapon now that both referees are out. Williams caught him with a running knee, and that was it. That was it. Trick Williams beats Dominic Mysterio with a running knee after both referees were knocked out. Dragon Lee took about 4 minutes to recover from one super kick, and Trick Williams wins the NXT North American Championship. Now, I know that there will be fans of Trick Williams, and they are happy for Trick Williams. Fine. Do I think he's ready for this type of role? No. I'm actually kind of disappointed. The reason why I'm disappointed is because with the longevity of the title reign of Dominic Mysterio and all that they did to prove that it was worth putting the title on, this is how the title reign ends? It wasn't Dragon Lee. It wasn't anybody that was feuding with him over the past 2 months, 3 months. It wasn't Wesley. It wasn't Dragon Lee. It wasn't Ali. A lot of Lees. It was Trick Williams. It's kind of deflating. Kind of beats the purpose of even putting the title on Dominic Mysterio in the first place. If you wanted Trick Williams to be the champion, why didn't you just have him beat Wesley? Kind of makes Dominic Mysterio's run with the North American Championship feel like a waste of time. Because the right guy who should have took the belt off of Dominic Mysterio should have been Dragon Lee on Monday. They didn't want to do that. But they got all the plans for Dragon Lee. Obviously, you saw what happened on Monday. You saw what happened on Friday. He's probably going to be at Fastlane. He's probably going to be on the main roster. He's wrestling Austin Theory on SmackDown Friday. Just very deflating, man. Trick Williams, all of this title reign ended with Trick Williams winning the championship. It feels very last minute. Feels very, yeah, you know what? We're going to put the title on Trick and then just move in a new direction. Okay, but what about the last 2 months of television that you wasted everybody's time with? I don't know, man. You may be high on Trick Williams. I am. Has he gotten better? Sure, yes. But is he better with the championship around his waist? I would have kept it on Dom and dropped it to somebody else that certainly deserved it a little bit more than Trick Williams. That made sense for the story a little bit more than Trick Williams. Trick Williams doesn't make sense for the story. They just took the belt off Dom because. Fatal four-way match. Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stocks, Lorenzo.
All right. Alright, so we'll give us the highlights of Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton. That was the main event of NXT No Mercy. Extreme Rules. Tiffany Stratton had brass knuckles. Yeah, track team.
She wants to see what they're made of.
Why that team on?
Think that, but she also has to know.
Pretty good math. A very good match here. Oh wait, whoops, my bad. My bad. I meant to watch more of the highlights. Hold on. Want to watch more of the highlights here. Ah, damn it. Okay, so these show the highlights. Hopefully. Baron Corbin won. Trick Williams, he beat Dominic. Now, what did Dominic go? If Dominic going back to Monday Night Raw, and hopefully he stays on Raw with Rhea and the Judgment Day, Rhea Lima on NXT. Hopefully Judgment Day stays on Raw, and we'll see what Dominic does. Hopefully Rhea comes back on Raw, and we'll see what Rhea gonna say since Dominic lost the North American Champion.
What a moment for Williams. That's
We didn't get the tag team.
titles, including work around. You see that
And then the new tag team champion. Oh, let's go tag team champion. We do have Pete Dunne. I don't know why they don't call him Bud, but we have Pete Dunne and no.
I know Amdar is looking around. Yes, but it's only going to take 3 for pushing another. Let's it.
19 seconds.
Now, should be doing hand signals. Should be talking about the medical. And once again, they're under 2.5 minutes. Now some offense getting started. Let's again under the top line. Referee did that, didn't you? You did. And the Nova roller. And here comes Turner. 62 seconds. It's down to 44. And he allowed.
So no way people. I don't know why we don't call him Bud. Can we please go back to calling him Pete Dunne, please? The NXT deadline. When's that? Is that gonna be in December? Or that in November? I don't know. Probably in December, I think.
I can't get fired tonight, but
The middle of this matchup.
for the top, for this final moments of these superstars. It's a
So we got Becky Lynch and Dragon in a fantastic match, fantastic main event. The match from the Instant Classic.
extreme rules.
I loved it.
They get locked in. Control it. You're two-time WWE Hall of Seeing not one, but 2 matches.
I always talk about it. You got to go over round matchup.
I can't.
That was a really good match. Great match. Alright.
British rounds rules. This is the NXT Heritage Cup. Now, apparently, let me start from the beginning. Apparently, at Heatwave, Noam Dar leads this group. He has this group with him called Metaphor. Lash Legend is a part of this group. That's all you need to know. Metaphor. Lash Legend. And that's all you need to know. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys, man. Noam Dar won the Heritage Cup at Heat Wave. Dar received a letter from the Heritage Cup Committee. The letter stated that the following week, a global number one contenders tournament would take.
The NXT here. Wait, what? Oh. Here the NXT here, the Megaphone one NXT No Mercy. That was backstage on the executive. We got the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament this Tuesday. These are all the highlights. Trick Williams won. I don't think he's ready, but now I'm happy for him. Crowd the vet did the guy mega over, but I don't think Trick Williams is ready. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens on Raw with Dominic. We'll see who Trick can feud with now. Now Dragon Lee has a match with Austin Theory this Friday. And the Wrestle Dream main event. That's AEW Wrestle Dream. Alright.
Whoever's ahead on falls wins the match. That's it. Those are the British rounds rules. The Heritage Cup. Noam Dar.
Well, might will end the video. I made the video long enough. Might will end the video. If you guys want to see more, hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more. Let me know in the video. Just let me know in the comment section below. Oh, my bad. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be back with more. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Might want to end the video. Wait, hold on.
I guarantee you the match would have felt a lot better than it did if you had to go 6 rounds, 3-minute rounds, and 20-second intermissions in between each round.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Come on. I see already pressed the wrong button. My bad, I pressed the wrong button. AEW Collision. Well, actually, wait. You know, I forgot about AEW Collision in case you guys are wondering. I probably should have talked about SmackDown. I was so focused on NXT, but Mike was talking about SmackDown and Collision. Now, I wasn't gonna end the video, but I actually forgot about to talk about SmackDown. Because very sorry about that. Sorry for that inconvenience. I was so worried about. I was so worried to talk about what happened at NXT No Mercy. I forgot to talk about SmackDown. And As you guys know, AEW Collision was on tonight, the Wrestle Dream Go Home show. We had an 8-man tag team with Jack Sabre Jr. on commentary, Brian Dennison and Wheeler FTR versus Ricky Stark, Big Bill, Asso Open, and Asso Open. We had the Kin versus the Best Friends. We had Andrade versus Juice Robinson. Then we got Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega versus the Gate of Irony. We had Julia Hart in action. Now last night was SmackDown. That was okay. It was an okay show. It wasn't the best. It was okay. Dragon Lee joined the LWO. Cena gets his knight in shining armor. John Cena gets LA Knight for Fastlane. Rey Mysterio beat Santos Escobar for the United States Championship in a very good match. We'll give him a lot of time. The match went about 20 minutes. It was a very good match. Charlotte went one-on-one with Bayley, and Charlotte beat Bayley. So they announced a triple threat match for Fastlane, Charlotte, Io, Asuka for the Women's Championship. I think they announced a 6-man or a tag team with Bobby Lashley, Street Profit, Rey Mysterio, and the LWO at Fastlane. I think so. I think they announced it. We did get Grayson Waller. He taught Bobby Lashley was on the Grayson Waller effect. Do we have our mystery man? AEW's mystery pastor revealed. Is it Ez, aka Adam Colton? The biggest mystery in pro wrestling right now. Who is the devil that showed up at the end of AEW Dynamite dressed in the MJF Devil mask? Is it Adam Cole? Is it Ez, who could make his debut on Sunday at Wrestle Dream? Maybe even one of the AEW. Maybe one thing is for certain, and generated a lot of interest for AEW. Some officials are very upset of Ali getting released at the last minute. Shawn Michaels wants CM Punk back in WWE, and if Matt Will, the next John Moxley for AEW. We'll have to wait and see. So this was SmackDown last night. So the match has been announced. John Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline at Fastlane. John Cena and LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa at Fastlane. Because the plan is to have LA Knight be built up to face Roman Reigns or Crown Jewel, which I hope not. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But I have a feeling that it will happen. We did get Pretty Deadly. Ethan Prince Road to Recovery. They got this segment again. Don't know why. But you know, he still had an injured arm. He's healing up. At this point, I don't care about Pretty Deadly. I don't find Pretty Deadly interesting. I find him kind of boring. And they haven't really done anything on the main roster. As I said, we had a great match with Santos and Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. They wrestled for about 20 minutes. It was a very good match. After Rey Mysterio won, Bobby Lashley, Street Profit, they came out, they attacked them. They also attacked LWO. Dragon Lee was at ringside. He tried to get involved. He was held back by security. Dragon Lee could be joining the LWO because it looks like he may be on SmackDown. Austin Theory beat Cameron Grimes in 2 minutes. Lashley told the Street Profit, prove yourself. Because they're turning heel. But like I said, Austin Theory wrestled Cameron Grimes in about 2 minutes. It could have went longer, but it was 2 minutes. Jimmy Uso versus Carlson. This went 4 minutes. It felt very short. It was all right. Clearly they're setting up LA Knight or AJ Styles, maybe. But that's the plan for Crown Jewel. In 2 weeks, next week on October 13 on SmackDown, we know that Roman Reigns is gonna be showing up. He will be returning because he will defend it at Crown Jewel, and the plan is looking like it's gonna be LA Knight. Gonna be LA Knight. Yeah. Yeah. LA Knight and John Cena. Yeah, so it's gonna be LA Knight and John Cena taking on Jimmy and Solo at Fastlane. It's all setting up LA Knight and Roman Reigns, which I don't agree with. Because I don't want to see LA Knight be fed to Roman Reigns. I don't see him be built up and they ruin his momentum. He loses to Roman Reigns. Because if he loses to Reigns at Crown Jewel, where do they go from here? Hopefully not. Hopefully they give us AJ Styles. Because that match is harmless. Alright. So I talked about AEW. Talked about SmackDown. I will go back to JD from New York.
Both of the sides of the mat. On one side, you had Dragunov. On Carmelo Hayes, you had him on the other side. Dragunov went to the top, and he blew a kiss at Carmelo Hayes.
But since we already talked about those two matches, we might want to just end the video because I made it long enough. Make sure you guys hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. I'll be back for more. I will do AEW Wrestle Dream. I will do the AEW Wrestle Dream. I will do that pay-per-view that's tomorrow night. But anyway, until next time, this is Mr. Blackhammer 2021.